brings you coverage of the NFL from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic.
Under pressure, they got him again. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore. So this game, Charles, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
That is caught by a diving Thomas. That catch good for only a couple.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Looking long for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On play action, now Rodgers. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll roll him out right. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and goal, Tua firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. Not happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's complete to Cook. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Thomas. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Bengals 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. First down, here's the run with Cook. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Myers' kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive,
as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey.
There he goes, left side. 30, 10. 5, and away in for a Cincinnati score. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook, he is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there. Cook, they'll try and run it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Handoff comes to Cook.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
2nd and 11.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Myers connects on the PAT and gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this one up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flushed out right. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down, being chased out left. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Tua. This is the tight end, Njoku. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 7. Tua to throw again. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tua sets up to pass it. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
With the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Rodgers now to throw. Robinson's got it. Still fighting for more. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And complete right side to Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on the catch and run. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Cook. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Tua on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Tua's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
That catch good for only a couple. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Open man, he completes it to Judy. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Tua hit and the ball is out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. One final try for Tagovailoa.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. So this one in the win column now.